Nikki the Communication Coach, and welcome to day 6 in our 12 days on the approach to Christmas. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. And today we're going to talk about how you can use sentences that take the emotional aggression away and leave an assertive conversation but less emotive. And so we're going to do something a little bit different today. I've got my flip chart and my board here, and we're going to look at a couple of sentences that are split into 3 parts, which, if you can say them, will take away that whole emotional, aggressive conversation and keep it logical. So take the example of a teenager coming home late at night, drunk, being out with their friends. You've been waiting for them for the last 2 or 3 hours. There's been no reply. You've texted them. You've rung them. You agreed when they went out that they would be back by 11. It's now 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're really worried about what's going on. You're getting to the stage where you're thinking about contacting their friends. Perhaps you've even tried to text them and still got no reply. So then they turn up 2 or 3 hours later and they're drunk, perhaps high on drugs. They think everything's funny. They're smiling. They're not giving you the answers that you want to hear. And perhaps you end up saying words like, "Look at you. Look at the state of you. God, I'm so angry. You're such an embarrassment. You know, why can you just ring me? You have no idea what I've been going through." And you offload lots of aggressive emotional language on them. Now, there is a way to still be assertive and get your point across, but without being so emotional. And it's called an I statement or a you statement. First of all, we'll look at the I statement. And what we do is we take responsibility for our own feelings, because we're very quick to blame as human beings and get other people's to blame for how we're feeling. We say, you know, it's your fault, you make me feel this way. Look what you've done, I now feel this way because of that. Rather than taking responsibility for our own emotions and the reaction that we're having because of the thoughts that we're creating ourselves. So we say, I feel, so this is my emotion and I'm taking responsibility for that emotion, so I feel it. When you and your behaviour. So I feel frustrated and angry when you are 2 to 3 hours late, because I've tried to get hold of you, I didn't know where you were, and I've been really worried. So I feel, when you, the behaviour, and then a reason why. And there's a real power in the because, and that's been proven psychologically and works in the world of influence and persuasion. Robert Cialdini has written a whole book around this, and he talks about the power of because. But if you give people reasons, it's easier for them to understand why you're becoming so emotive. So I feel really angry and frustrated when you are 2 to 3 hours late, because I had no idea where you were and I was really worried about you. Now, some people find that quite clunky, and some people say, well, actually, Nick, that's still about me and not about the other person. And there is a way that you can change it around so that the you becomes more powerful than the I. And that is when you, so when you do that, and it's always about that, the behaviour, not the person. It's never about the person, it's about the behaviour they're displaying. So when you do that, I feel, again, taking responsibility for my own emotions, not saying that you make me feel, but I feel this. And again, that power of because, that reason why. So when you stay out 2 to 3 hours later, after we agree that you would come home at 11, I feel frustrated and angry because I have no idea where you were, and I'm worried that something might have happened to you. And then we can walk away from that conversation. We don't have to go any deeper into it, but that person still knows how we feel and the impact they've had on us during the evening. So I hope you find that really useful. Please let me know if there's anything else that I can do for you, or if there's a specific conversation that you are worried about. If you're thinking specifically about Christmas Day, and let me take you back to your great uncle who always eats the food before you've even sat down and had a chance to serve up your own dinner. Perhaps you could use this. Perhaps you could say, you know, great Uncle Jack, I feel frustrated because when I feel frustrated when you eat your dinner before I've even sat down, because it would be nice just to have a family meal with you and spend some time talking to you over dinner. And it's done, and it's done in an assertive, non-aggressive way. So let me know how you find that, if there's anything else that I can help, or if you found that useful, seeing it on the flip chart rather than me just talking about it. Otherwise, I shall speak to you tomorrow on the 7th day. Thanks very much. Take care.